Hi. These days, I hear so much about how important it is to follow our inspiration, to live the life by inspiration, to do it if it inspires you, and don't do it if it doesn't inspire you. And this made me thinking about how, yes, partly I do agree with that, but there is another side to this whole story. It's what happens when we make a decision, when we get inspiration to do something. Let's say we get inspired to lose weight, or we get inspired to work on the project, start working on something that we feel really passionate about. What happens is, at that moment, we are connected to the truth. So we know that what we're going to do is going to be good for us. It's going to bring us the result that we want. And what happens is that, of course, we're not always going to be inspired. It's going to happen that next week, next day, we're not going to feel the inspiration anymore. So that's why it's very important that when we get that inspiration, that we also make a plan. Let's say we decide we're going to lose weight, we decide we're going to do something every day or every week or every month. We have the plan and we set a decision to do it no matter what. And when we make that decision, we're going to do it no matter what, this will help us in the moment of no inspiration. So what happens there is, when we feel not inspired, let's say we set up the goal, we're going to do something, and then we don't feel inspired, we feel maybe we are in a bad mood, and when we still know that we made a decision to do it no matter what happens in that moment, when we still push ourselves through because we decided we're going to do that, that helps us to connect to that truth that made us make this decision in the first place. So it helps us actually get in that zone of inspiration, to connect to that feeling of inspiration that we got in the first place. So it is very important, yes, to follow what we feel inspired about, but also to tell ourselves that we're going to do it no matter what if we set up the goal for ourselves, because that will help us. I remember when I was young and I was working, I was selling things from door to door, and of course sometimes I didn't feel like I want to do it, or I felt like I'm really in a bad mood, I'm not going to sell something, but because I still had to get up, had to do it, at the end of the day I got results, right? I got money, and also I pushed myself through, and I was in a better mood at the end of the day than I was in the beginning. So there's just something that I want to share with you, and yes, it is important to follow our inspiration and to do things that inspire us, but it's also important to have that goals and decide to do it no matter what. That works for me, and of course I would love to hear what works for you, because of course we are all different and we behave differently, and I would love to hear from you what works for you and if you have any experience in that. And thank you. Bye bye.